Hey there, welcome back to Work Life Harmony. Today, I'm going to do a little bit of a shift. And, we spend so much time, I know I do as well, really focusing on thinking about intentionally what we want to bring into our lives, right? Talking about, whether it's goal setting, learning new skills, training, etc. But today, I want to switch it up a little bit and talk about the importance of really taking intentional time to think about what we don't want and what we do not want to bring into our lives. And this is something that I've had two different encounters or experiences over the last month or so that have happened that have really shed the light of just how important this is and something I haven't really been spending much focused time on. Now, I do, and I've had podcast episodes in the past talking about the importance of understanding your to don't list. And you can go listen to previous episodes on that. But what I'm going to be talking about today is different. The to don't list is when we're looking back at tasks that we're doing and really thinking about what is no longer serving me, or are there things that I can delegate, etc. What I'm going to be talking about today is more making sure that we are making choices in our lives that are in alignment with the things that we do want. So, the two different experiences that I have been through recently, one was maybe just a month or two ago. And I am in a coaching program myself this year, and we were having an all-day workshop. And one of the exercises that we went through right at the beginning was something very different than what I'm used to. Usually, anytime I'm in that kind of a group setting, speakers tend to kick things off by having you take time really thinking about your vision, right? What are your goals? Think about 5 years from now. What does your life look? What do you want? And really getting into that more of what I'm going to call a positive space where we're thinking about all of the things that we want to bring into our lives, all of the things that we want to have, do, feel, see, etc. However, she put a shift on this. And we kicked it off by saying, okay, take some time, put pen to paper, and think about what are the things that are feeling heavy to you right now? What are the things that are feeling hard? What are the things that you feel are taking energy away from you? And I have to tell you, it jarred me a little bit. One of the things I love about interacting with, other women in the entrepreneurial space and, being a part of mindset communities is that we stay so positively focused. That it was hard for me at first. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to tap into that, right? Because I'm always trying to keep the power of a more positive view on life. But as I sat and kind of really thought through it, I recognized there were things in my life that I was doing that were feeling very burdensome and very heavy, both personal and business. And they were things that I had, we all have things that we don't like, right? That we have to do. And I think in the back of my mind, I was thinking, oh, this is just something I have to do. So I was kind of in that, suck it up mindset space. Let's just power through it. But going through that exercise really made me recognize, oh, there are some things that I'm doing, not that other people shoulded me into it, but I allowed myself to get shoulded into it because I was so focused on the end goal, the vision. And when we see that, sometimes we'll look at, okay, well, maybe you have a health and fitness goal and you look around and you see, oh, okay, everybody's doing this particular workout program and going to the gym and doing that. So you start mimicking it, right? People say success leaves clues. So you go out and follow what other people who are having success are doing. However, maybe what they're doing really isn't a good fit for you. And that doesn't mean that your dream or vision is goal or your dream or vision or goal isn't good or right for you, but maybe that isn't the right path for you. And that journey is feeling very heavy. I remember, gosh, I'm talking 25 years ago or so, I had joined this gym, and it was when I was living near my parents up in Virginia. And so my mom was like, "Oh, well, I'll join it too," because she was, doing health stuff. And I could just tell, like, she was miserable. She hated going to it. Well, when she finally discovered, like, her passion when it comes to, health and fitness and all that, she loves to swim. My mom loves to swim. Working out felt burdensome to her because she was doing it in a way that was out of alignment for herself. And when she finally let that go and just said, "I love swimming laps," and found a pool, she never misses a day. She is up swimming her laps to this day all the time. And so her goal was still the same, but the path to get there was really heavy because she never took the time to say, "I don't like this. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to have to go to a gym. I don't want to have to do that form of exercise." And then another thing that recently happened, our family went through just a tragedy, a loss of a dear family member. And through that, I think anytime, anyone's gone through something like that in their lives, it takes you back where you need to sit and pause for a little bit and reflect on things. And going through that definitely put me in that place of really stepping back and reevaluating what is important to me and what isn't important to me as well. And what's been really cool for me is over the last several weeks, as I've really tuned into understanding my visions, my dreams, my goals, but marrying it with these are the things I don't want in my life, and lining those up side by side really helped me uncover opportunities to make some really cool changes in my life that will let me release some of the things that have felt very heavy and burdensome and reconnect and find new ways of still staying in alignment with that. So, what I would really encourage you all to do is go back. If you are someone that currently has, goals, dreams, visions, all of that, fantastic. Pull that out and write it. Get out a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle of it, and on one side, write down what those are. Then on the other side, take some time and think through two different things. First, what is feeling heavy to you right now? Go through that same exercise that I was coached to go through. Then, second, ask yourself, what do you not want in your life? And when you look at the two of those side by side, I guarantee you, you are going to find that there are opportunities for you to make some different decisions that are going to help you align the, the tasks that you're doing better with those dreams and visions that you have. I was going through this exercise with a client of mine just a couple weeks ago, and she owns her own business, and she's got some really aggressive business goals. And we went through this because she's like, I just, I'm making progress. She was actually making progress on her goals, but things were just feeling hard. Everything felt like it took way more effort than it should. So when we went through this exercise of lining up, what are all the things you really don't want? What was fascinating was a number of those things on that list were things that she was doing sometimes almost every day because she was mirroring what she saw, other successful people doing. And again, that is great. It's a good place to start. But just because other people are doing it doesn't mean that that is the right solution or the only option for you. So, for example, with her, she really, really, really hated doing these events at night. And she flat out just said, I don't want to work in the evenings. And that really stuck out to me because that was a big transition I went through several years ago as well, of saying, I don't want to work at night anymore. And she came to that big realization of, I don't want to do that. So we said, well, there are plenty of successful business owners out there that don't work at night. So how do we shift that? What do we put in for your plan that is still in alignment with your goals and dreams, but allows you to let go of the things that you don't want. And it's incredible how many of these things will start to creep into our lives with the best of intentions, right? I have a big goal. I see other people doing this. I'm going to do that. And we get excited. But then over time, what we don't realize is that's not in alignment with who you are. And it's okay to say, that is not for me. So take some time over, the next days, weeks, and as you're going through your daily life, your weekly life, really start connecting with not only what is bringing you joy, what is connecting you with those goals and dreams that you have, but also understanding, what do you not want? And when you can connect those two together, oh my goodness, you are going to be like set up to make some incredibly awesome pivots, shifts, and changes in your life that are going to, I guarantee you, continue your successful journey towards those goals, but do it in a way that is going to feel so much lighter and so much more free for you as well. So I'd love to hear from any of you that are listening. What is something that you are maybe starting to realize, oh, I don't want this in my life, that you are now going to put a plan in place to go ahead and get rid of that? I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will hear/see you all back here next week.